Getting closer. So it's going to need 2 fuel pumps. So this is what I did. They had a breather on the back of this fuel tank. And I just basically, drilled it out. So, yeah, I drilled it out with this and basically auged it out. All right, no big thing. That's only 2 1/4, which is the perfect size for that breather that was here. And let's see if I can get you Let's see if I can get you an eye view of what I did. So, as you can see, that's what I did. Okay. It's pretty simple. Self-explanatory. That's a 450 pump. Simple strainer, simple return. There is no vent. The vent, I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that or not. But I just plugged it off. So, that's it. That's in my tank. This is going to be the primary pump, which is another 450. So there's going to be a 450 pump here, 450 pump here. There's going to be no vent because that is plugged from the inside. There's going to be a return here, and I'll probably utilize this line, right? Because this will go into the return here. Now, why you say I got 2 returns? All right, so I want to reduce the splash. I want to reduce the aeration. It's not a big deal. You can get away with 1 return. It's just my OCD and my INTJ. So that's just me. So this will be anything 60, 70, possibly 80% throttle opening. This will be energized through the Terminator X. All right. And then this one, obviously, will be energized all the time. You do need to take this out. Of course, drain the fuel to access these because I have locking nuts on the underside, and I'm also going to be, I don't want the locking nuts to chew into the plastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put washers on this, okay? So it'll spread out the load, okay? So that's what I got there. It's pretty simple. Pink. Yep. So this is a stock fuel tank, 2001 Dodge Durango. And that's my setup. I've been scrounging through bolts, trying to get what I need. And yeah, that's it. So let me give you another look on the insides. And I should have just took a picture before. So here it is. Yeah, that's my fuel tank setup. Okay. Like I said, pretty simple stuff. Not anything mind-blowing. I'm just utilizing as much as I can. This was found in the trash, and I saved it. Bam. So simple. So it's going to have two AN8s going up to the fuel rail. And I'll show you the fuel rail. Hold on. So it's going to have an 8AN here. It's going to have an 8AN there. This is the intake where it says, where it's going to have 8AN. And this is 8AN. So I'm going to have both of them come up to the back. Of course, there's going to be a Y. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Oh, well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, so you guys don't get confused here. So when I have two 8ANs, let me go back to the tank. So this is going to have an 8AN, right? Here's going to be a line right here going to this fuel pump. And then it's going to go to it's going to go to a check valve, right? So when this fuel pump is fired up, it can't backflow through this fuel pump, okay? Now, this does have a check valve in it, but I'm just going to make sure that it's not going to backflow. But when this pump energizes, it's going to push this ball off the seat, and it's going to allow fluid to flow. Now, when it gets over to here, it's going to go to a 10AN. And that is going to split over for the line to go up into the fuel rail. And this is subject to change because, as you know, when you start working on this stuff, it might just change. I might actually not do that, but just in case, this is what I'm doing right now. This is going to have a 10AN, then it's going to have a 10 into a split AN. 8A, 8A. All right, and that's going to go to the fuel rail. So that's the setup that I have in mind now. So when I need it, the fuel will be there. It'll have 10AN. 10AN is good for 1,200 horsepower, and I'm not gonna be hitting that with this truck. So I might get near that, but I doubt it. I don't know. It depends on if I add a turbo or not. So that's basically it in a nutshell. That's my idea so far. Okay. I gotta hopefully get the intake on today. I gotta find the bolt, put the bolt in the harmonic damper. And yeah, get everything situated here. Yep, it's gonna have AC. I might get rid of the booster. I don't know for sure yet, but I might get rid of the booster. And I might get rid of the ABS, but like I said, I might do that stuff. And if I do decide to get rid of the booster and the ABS, then that's going to be for next year, because I'll need to probably find room for a power adder. So that's where I'm at.